It's the Modern Hip Hop Channel at 95.3. Mr. Peter Parker hanging out 3 to 7 weekdays. You know, I got a couple of famous friends. It's decent. No, I'm doing all right. I get really happy when they actually show up at the studio. My man Bazzi is here.
What's up, man?
My man, you're making so many moves. Like, this record is so hot. This mine is so popping right now.
Yeah, man.
Does it feel good?
It feels good. It does feel good. I've been doing this, and, you know, music's been the destination since I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
It's never changed for me. So, you know, the fact that it's working now and people are resonating with my music and hearing more and more of it, and more people are discovering me every day. It's a beautiful feeling, and it's something, you know, you dream about and you work towards your whole life. So to be in the musk of it and, you know, have it happening now is really special.
You're only 20.
Yeah.
And you've been doing music since you were 6?
Yeah.
What was the first little piece? What got you into it?
Yeah. My dad actually got me a guitar at 6, and the love was just created. I would just sit in front of speakers and listen to, like, Guns N' Roses and Green Day, and I'd close my eyes and I imagine I was, you know, playing the shit Slash was playing, and playing this stuff. And it's interesting because, you know, when you're that young, your imagination is so powerful. You really can, like, put yourself in those scenarios.
Yeah, like it's like, really could really happen.
Exactly,
like
exactly. And I completely fell in love with it, and, you know, chased it relentlessly for the rest of my life. And, you know, even when there was no, you know, there was no talent and there was no image and there was nothing. I was just a 14 or 15-year-old kid. I sincerely believed in myself and, you know, believed I would figure it out and make it work for myself. So,
dude, very, very cool. Debut album is out now.
Yeah.
Like, are you really like, this has got to be great?
Yeah. Oh, man. It's insane. It actually just went, I told you, just went #1 like a couple hours ago.
In like the world?
In the world, yeah. #1 pop album in the world.
My guy, like, and we were talking about this, like, pop music is kind of like a dying thing in some ways, the way that hip hop has came back, especially with trap music being so, like, anti-pop, but being very, very mainstream because people can consume it on their phones or SoundCloud. It's easy, it's free. But when I hear your project, I feel like it's something that sits really well next to some of that stuff, but still has a mainstream and a rhythmic sensibility to the project.
100%, man. Yeah, I feel like in a sense almost I'm like saving pop music because, you know, as we were saying, people aren't listening to it anymore.
No.
You know, even if those mainstream pop artists still exist, it's not bodies of work people are consuming and going through.
Right.
Which is cool, you know, like my album is sitting right next to J. Cole's and, you know, XX, like those type of bodies right now. It's because people are consuming it the same way, which is really rare for a pop album. But it's because I'm approaching it from a point of lyricism. You know what I mean? Each song holds a different feeling and something you have to listen to and dissect and interpret. And you know, the artistry on it is so powerful and so real that it feels like it's in the world of hip hop, and it feels like it's in the world of, you know, this cool sensibility. And in a sense, you know, that's how I think I'm gonna.
And you're out there. You're out there going to the parties. You're 20. You're like right in the mix of this whole thing. So you see what's motivating and what they're dancing and moving to. So you're like, all right, I got to fit in next to this.
Exactly.
And, yo, the record is crazy. I know you're getting played all over the world right now. If people want to follow you on social media and really start to connect, because I think that's what happens in the beginning. We hear a song, we're like, yo, we really like this. It grows on us. We learn the words. We're singing along in the studio. Then we get a chance to meet someone like you, and it's like, oh, there's so much depth to you. Even in 5 minutes of talking to you, I can see where your vision is long term. And if people want to follow your whole movement, like, what's the social media?
Yeah, at Bazzi everywhere. Simple and
Kept
plain.
it simple.
Bazzi.
Come on, man. And Midwest kid.
Yes, sir.
That's cool,
Michigan,
man. Michigan, man. Got a lot of friends from Detroit.
Yeah.
Big shout to my man KB and all my people out in the D. Like, yo, Something in the Water. Great musicians, great artists out of Michigan, man.
Yeah, a lot of rhythm and just soul in the city.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of unavoidable. It rubs off on you.
Yeah.
If you choose to pay attention to it, it's everywhere. So.
And you're a big Prince fan.
Huge Prince fan, hometown,
Right, and then tomorrow is the 2-year anniversary, rest in peace, of his passing. Big, like, tributes all weekend out here. What did a guy like Prince do for you to inspire you?
Man, Prince is so much of my inspiration. I mean, all inspiration is you're able to look at somebody else and say, you know, they've done something that I want to do. And until someone's done it, technically, a lot of people will think it's impossible. But what Prince did that's so important to me is, you know, he was very mainstream, but he never ever compromised his artistry. He never did anything for sales. He never crafted himself a certain way so people would listen to it. He was completely himself, but the world loved him. And people get mainstream music really confused with overplayed and corniness and no artistry. And looking at someone like Prince, it lets you know it is possible for the world to connect with you, but to not compromise who you are, your identity. So Prince really inspires me in that aspect. And
Cool.
The risk he took, and in a time period where people were way too cool for anything, he wasn't afraid to wear a dress and do crazy things that people thought were so outrageous, because he was a true artist and he was truly comfortable with himself. Where he could do these things and it didn't even bother anyone, because you could feel he felt good in it and he felt confident in it. Which is such a beautiful thing. And I want to do the same thing. He revolutionized music in his time, and I want to do the same thing in mine. So
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Bazzi's making moves out here. That's so dope that you took that from him, because I think that's what the special thing is, the confidence. When you wearing the purple outfit with the like the bell bottoms and the high heel joints, and you got the hair, and you go out there like nothing matters. Like that's the rock star thing, man.
Yeah, man. It really is.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And you're on tour right now. Camila Cabello, formerly of Fifth Harmony, she's doing incredible as well. Tonight, State Theater. Yo, this got to be cool. You're rolling around with her. She got a lot of attention. You got to have a lot of attention on you. It's got to be really exciting to be on the road, man.
It's really fun. It's just really fun to be back in front of people too, performing.
Yeah, dude.
It's been years, before this tour, since I was in front of people, and I almost forgot that performing was such a big passion of mine.
Yeah.
Getting in front of people has felt insane. I feel like I'm, falling in love with music differently, performing these songs and hearing the fans scream.
You took a little break. Like, you were kind of quiet. Like, we were talking earlier, you did some YouTube covers, pulled them down, and then were quiet for a couple years.
Of course, man. Yeah, I actually got my first session, and my whole life changed. I realized my ability was in creating music and producing and writing it rather than singing other people's songs.
That's awesome.
So I just took time for myself to take personal growth and to learn about myself personally, and develop the sound and build these sonics. Now they're so specific, and people are like, wow, you came out of nowhere. But I had been head down working for the last 3.5 years building this and becoming this. So yeah.
Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see what it is. Now that I get to meet you, I'm like, oh, that's that kid Bazzi. I know this guy. Like, nah, it's very exciting. If people want to get your album, they want to listen. What's the name of the album?
Cosmic.
Yeah, that space thing.
Yeah. Space is so big for me, man. I'm obsessed with it. I feel like space and music go hand in hand, as they're both, something more to our reality, Space, we just don't know. We don't know why. We don't know how.
Yeah.
I feel like music is similar in a sense, too. We don't know why it makes you feel something and why we enjoy it so much. But without it, life would be so colorless.
We said that yesterday. I was like, imagine we didn't have music or like things like sports and like things that are so big in our lives, entertainment. Like, and the pursuit, watching people pursue excellence. Like watching a guy like you who goes for 3 years and crafts this stuff and gets up and performs it. Everybody deep down inside want to be a rapper or a singer, but watching someone actually do it, that's amazing.
Thank you, man. Genuinely. Music is so special, and I think people take inspiration. I think people, I think inspiration is really underrated.
For real?
I think it's all about inspiring people, and people don't understand that me doing music can inspire someone to succeed in something completely different than music. Like, for instance, some of my biggest inspirations are basketball players. Like, LeBron James is a huge inspiration to me. It's work ethic, and it's like I can look at someone like LeBron and say, he's played 15 seasons and he's still competing at his best ball he's ever played. That's consistency, that shows that longevity is possible if you work hard and keep your head down.
His passion every day
for the game, And I find inspirations in things that are, much different than music, because it's a mindset that allows you to be an artist. It's not necessarily the skill or ability.
100%.
And it's a mindset that's shared among all great people. It's easy to look at guys like that and get inspiration. So I'm trying to inspire, and I think that's a special thing about music is it can inspire people, and the story of an artist can inspire people to go chase their dreams and make their wildest realities come true.
Yo, big shout to your dad for putting that guitar in your hand.
Yeah.
Like you never know. Like, you just never. What if he put something? You know what I mean? It gave you that opportunity, and look what it did.
Yeah. 100%.
Wow, man. Follow this guy. He's going places. My man Bazzi. I'm gonna play the song. Let's get into it. Here's mine. It's the Jengi remix. I like this one. We're gonna play the original. We'll do both. Let's go, man.